We're looking at 129-8, and certainly of the three 129s, this one's the most traditional in our color. We've already talked about our two brothers, very impressive pair of bearer prospects, and even with that said, I love this gilt. I loved her here on video day, and certainly one that I think fits a lot of different scenarios from a show gilt and a future sow standpoint. She's sired by Absolute. Of course, that's the bobo boar that we've used very heavy here over the last year. And then out of a 15-liter Gangster Dirty 239 sow. And, I think it's seems like the question that we always get ahead of sales are, which gilts are the show gilts, which ones fit these show scenarios, and then which ones can be sows. And I think there's a high percentage of pig buyers that expect those to be both. They expect them to be show gilts and they expect them to be sows. And I can tell you from a lot of years of experience that isn't always the case. But every so often you're going to find the kind that can do both. And I do think 129-8 fits into that scenario where she can be a very competitive show gilt and still fit that mold of a very impressive and productive sow down the road.
Yeah, and honestly, it doesn't feel like we ever talk about many gilts out of these 15-liter sows. It doesn't feel like we ever really just offer or have a bunch of them to sell. I guess those are usually just kind of hoarded away or never make it to the chip barn and go straight to the slats. And, I think this one has an interesting, progression here because like you said, she does look very dual versatile. At the same time, I think her show value is unquestionable. She's heavy duty. She's perfect in terms of her angulation. She's got an enormous type of a tail root with a beautiful skull up front. It just looks like the right kind of maturity of one to actually make a good big one, and one that can feed and get better every day as they go on, like they're supposed to. But again, when they're built like that, have that kind of density, those kind of indicators, and then with this kind of pedigree, it should make you feel very good about what you're getting into here. I think this one's got a lot of impactful days ahead of her in 129.8.